My expectations for Zach were pretty high going into even when he started as a freshman. And I just had seen his scores. I had talked to him. I knew he was a good kid, which is the kind of kid we want on the team. Not just ability, but just can he be a good teammate? Obviously, 2020 things got shortened, and I think that the last year, 2021, was a growing period for all the guys. But I think Zach learned a lot how to be a teammate, because it's kind of difficult to be a teammate in an individual sport. But I think he got it, and I think that's when he did that. That's when it clicked for him. Like, his game has always been there, but when he realized that the decisions he makes on the golf course can affect the team, that's when I think everything kind of fell together. Kind of came together for him. I think I noticed it took a little bit longer for our team to gel, especially the varsity, the 5 guys. But once I settled on those 5 guys, I knew that we were going to have a really, really special team when we got to districts, and the boys wanted to go out and play a practice round the night before, and we had gotten there. I got there a little bit later, and they were just finishing up, and Zach had just had this huge grin on his face and just kind of this look like he was ready. And I kind of knew that Zach was kind of not the missing piece, but he was going to be one of the key pieces. And even my assistant and I said that if Zach goes low, we're going to win this thing. And when it came to state, obviously that's when he turned on the jets. But that's when I knew that we had a pretty solid team when Zach was, and he was just having fun, and that was the best part. It's like when those guys have fun and just kind of get loose. I knew that's when we were going to have a special team. So it was the second day of state, and our number 1 guy had pretty much locked up the individual title. So it all pretty much came down to Zach. And I knew once Zach went 2 birdies in a row, I knew we had it, because I knew. Here's the thing about Zach is, like, he's a bulldog, and he will not give up, and very few kids on our team are going to outwork him. And when he wants to be competitive, not when he wants to be competitive, but when Zach is competitive and has that bulldog mentality, I knew after 2 straight birdies we had this thing wrapped up. I didn't have to worry about it anymore, and I kind of let out a sigh of relief. And he just kind of came in business as usual when he got done, and we got to enjoy it. So that was just something that it was really cool to see. And people always ask me, like, when did you know you won state? And I said after Zach had 2 birdies in a row, I knew we were in. We were at districts, and we were in Grand Island. And the boys just got done with their practice round, and my assistant and I, we wanted to eat. We were hungry, and I wanted them to get a good night's sleep and all that stuff. And Zach's like, just one more, just let me practice for like a couple more minutes. Just let me do it for 2 more minutes. Just let me get these in. And I turned to my assistant and I said, if we walk away now, Zach's going to be here till midnight. He goes, oh yeah, absolutely. So that's the thing about Zach, is nobody's going to outwork him. And if he sees somebody outworking him, he's going to work even harder. And that's what you kind of want in your team, right? I'm a big proponent of leading by example. And it doesn't, in my opinion, to be a quality leader, I don't think you have to be vocal. But if they see Zach working on the range, and even after a win or a loss, it doesn't matter, then I think it's contagious. Like that work ethic can be contagious.